Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, I'm Spirit Medium Laura, your host of this radio show. I've been channeling spirit for over 30 years and recently was chosen for the 2014 book 100 Top Psychics in America. Here's how to LOVE love your readings on this radio show. L is for let spirit lead. O is for only one question or connection per caller. V is for validate all advice with a licensed professional. And E is for enjoy the show. Stay tuned for additional announcements. Hi, everybody. This is Spirit Medium Laura. Hopefully, it's going to be a little easier today than Monday night. It was hilarious Monday night. All these crazy things were going on, including the YouTube broadcast went awry, and I had to reset it up. And then the screen that I have behind me fell backwards, and there I was trying to act cool. And then the first caller, there was an echo on that line, so that made that very challenging. But nevertheless, we got through it, and it was a very good night. Spirit came through loud and clear and very accurately, and I hope that there was some healing that occurred during that show. So welcome to this show, which is the Wednesday show. Usually it's at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And today is the 2nd of December, and you might be wondering, where did all the time go? Where did 2015 go? We're almost in 2016. But anyway, it's all good. It's all good. It's fun. Life's an adventure. So for the first 30 minutes or so, I'm going to be focusing in on mediumship, and then I will be going to a mix of mediumship messages, healing, meditation, manifesting, mentoring, and even medical intelligence, as it were, if that fits in. We do have a couple of announcements for today. The first one is that everything I'm about to say has a website. So if you didn't hear me, all you need to remember is spiritmediumtv.com. That's spiritmediumtv.com. And that directs you to a page on my website that's dedicated to this lovely radio TV show. It is a TV show too because it broadcasts to YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. If any of you have ever noticed or bothered to go to YouTube and put in Laura Mendelsohn or Spirit Medium Laura, you would find it very quickly. And I do have a playlist of some of the better shows. I've been doing this for a while. I think since 2012. I started with Brenda Elizabeth, a friend of mine, and another medium. And I haven't bothered to delete any of the past shows. They're on Blog Talk Radio. Not all of them are on YouTube. But in the beginning, when I started doing YouTube, not all shows are alike, and not all mediumship connections or even readings are alike. But that's what makes this work so fascinating. But most of them are fantastic, and most of them are spectacular. So I do invite you to invite others to come listen and share the wealth of what Spirit has to say to you during this wonderful experience of first row seat to the miraculous. That's what I call it. Speaking of tooting your own horn, as I am doing right now, or at least tooting the horn of Spirit that speaks through me, I have lately been very fascinated by the Trump phenomenon, if you will. I'm not talking about my political choices or anything like that. It's not a political discussion. It's just the study of the psychology and sociology of a character like a Trump and what kind of an effect he has on the populace at large. And apparently there's something to take away from this that we can all use for our own success in our own lives. And there's a couple of things. The first thing is when you're very authentic, in other words, Trump says it like he believes it, says it like he thinks it is. He's real. He also is not politically correct. He just blurts it out like a typical New Yorker, I might add. And last but not least, he thinks he's great. And people love a winner. People love a winner. People love people who are authentic, or at least appear to be so, because it shows confidence. Authenticity is confidence, right? So if you're ever in doubt as to how to become more successful in your own life, perhaps in your emotional appeal to others, in your charisma factor, or even in your money-making factor, study Trump and implement into your own life levels of confidence, belief in yourself, backing up yourself, your own feelings, getting rid of all those cobwebs of what you were taught to feel, be, know, all those cobwebs of not wanting to endorse yourself. Get rid of all that. And you will find underneath that is a beautiful, magnificent soul ready to express itself fully in he or she's life purpose and life meaning and life service. And within that service is your abundance. And by the way, that's all part of the book I wrote. There's a whole system to do this because I think it's difficult for most people. And that's another thing we admire about Trump is he doesn't have the same hang-ups, doesn't have the same blocks, which is integral. Not having blocks is integral to success. So if you are interested, my book is called Manifesting Magic, The Soul Abundance Law of Attraction Secret. And if you go to Amazon and search for Spirit Medium Laura, you will find that book, and you can buy it in hard copy or you can buy it in a Kindle or ebook version. Very inexpensive, and it has 4 different steps to get you to be magnificent and shine your true powerful essence, similar to what Trump does without having read my book. We can learn a lot from him, but that book is based on studying the lives of successful people and success in my own life. So there's a lot of wisdom in there. Now we had a contest, a quiet contest, but every month I have a contest to win a session with me, a private session with me. And the winner for November, I just drew that winner today, is Rachel King. I looked at all the people who joined my mailing list in November, and I went to random, random.org. That's random.org, and you put in the sequence of numbers. I had 100 people join the mailing list in November, and I asked it to pick a number. And it picked number 1 of all things. That's a coincidence. And Rachel King was the first person to join my mailing list in November. So if you haven't joined my mailing list yet, it doesn't matter when you're listening to this, by the way, because this will be recorded on Blog Talk and on YouTube. Whenever you're hearing this, just go ahead and join my mailing list, which is at the top right of spiritmediumtv.com. The top right of spiritmedium.com. When you join my mailing list, which by the way gives you a lot of other stuff, articles and other freebies and private sales and all kinds of stuff are on my mailing list. You're also in to win a private session with me. So I've contacted Rachel. Hopefully she responds and claims her free session with me. Oh, something else I want to mention, and then I'll get on to the meditation, the channeling, and then I will get to the other side connections, and then the group, the other kind of readings, the mixed readings. Very important. I just became a Young Living aromatherapy representative, and I have on Spirit Medium TV some great holiday ideas, holiday gift ideas that you can get there. So just go down the page a little bit. It looks like it's 1/3 down the page. You'll see the word give, and then next to that, Spirit Sent Solutions. In other words, spiritually sent, S-E-N-T, or play on that S-C-E-N-T, get it? Soul, S-O-U-L, solutions. In other words, solutions from spirit, but in the form of scents or aromatherapy kinds of products. And I have highlighted for you 3 ideas. One is for abundance. There's actually an aromatherapy blend that will help promote the vibration of abundance in you, which is a fantastic idea. There's another link for weight management, and that could be a nice gift to yourself or for somebody else around the holidays. Weight is a very, very, very big issue these days for everything to do with health. The first thing that the first precursor to not being well is having excess weight on our form. And then the third thing is just a page there or a link there to holiday gifts. There's a whole gamut of holiday gift ideas that are out of the box you might not have thought of. So if you're stumped as to what to give to others, or if you just want to help yourself, go to spiritmediumtv.com, and about a third down the page you will see the word give, Spirit Sent Solutions, and you will need my representative ID, which is there. I'll just read it off to you: 342-5407. That's my rep ID for Young Living, 342-5407. There are a couple other things there to talk about, but I'm not going to speak about them because just we don't have enough time. Blah, blah, blah. So what I'd like us all to do is we're going to get ready now for our readings. Oh, yeah, I didn't say this. This is important. If you would like to obtain a sale on spiritmediumtv.com, item 1 on that page, you have to scroll down a bit now because I have a whole bunch of stuff at the top, but there's a sale opportunity to get a third more time or 25% off your private session with me. So that's on spiritmediumtv.com, item 1. Item 2, I've already mentioned, is how to win a private session with me. And I forgot to, well, whatever, it doesn't matter. I have October's winner in that section. But item 2 on Spirit Medium TV tells you how to do that. And item 3 is the 8 No Wait. We have one person who made a donation today, Donna, who I was looking for before. She wasn't there just yet. Hopefully she's going to be there soon. But that's the 8 No Wait. You make a donation of $8 and you jump the gate. Yay! And I'm sure to take you if you're calling into the show. That ensures that you are gotten. And by the way, there's sometimes people that do their 8 No Wait late towards the end of the show and I don't see it. So if that happens, that's okay. I'll call you right after the show or I'll offer you a refund. So no worries there. Okay. So what I'd like you all to do, if you're waiting or listening to this and you're wanting a reading, is I'd like you all to prepare. And what I need you to do is to sit back in your respective chairs, or if you're lying, just relax. Uncross your arms and legs. Start to focus on your breath from your abdominal area, allowing yourself to gently let go and relax. Breathing abdominally. Slowing down your brainwave state through that deep and soft breath from your abdominal area. And what I would like you to do as you relax into your breath is to call in your loved ones from the other side, if that is what you want today. Or if you prefer, think about what it is you want for your life question or your healing or whatever it is you need from Spirit today. Focus your mind on that and ask that your questions or your need be addressed today. As you do that, I'm going to invoke the prayer silently. I'll be back in a second. Good. And now what I need you to do is on your next exhale of breath, I need you to release into your space your energy, and I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay, good, wonderful. I also neglected to say that if you want to watch a live video of the show, spiritmediumtv.com has that at the bottom of the page. And there I am, looking rather foolish in front of the camera. So for a good laugh, tune into that. Okay, I'm going to bring in a group message. I'm channeling the ones today, and they told me, well, I'm not going to tell you what they told me. Let's see what they do, because sometimes they change what they tell me. Okay. We are here. We are the ones. We have come to speak with all of you in love and light. We are working with your souls on an energy level, an etheric level, right now and always. We are always working with every single person that is tuned into this vibration or this frequency. Not only those that are attracted to this particular communication mechanism, but other communication mechanisms as well. There are many people on earth that are looking for this type of guidance, and we are working with all of you. We are those that work with souls on earth to find peace, move to higher frequencies, and be able to manifest that which you desire more in the material realm. Yes, we come from an energy level, an etheric level. We work with souls on earth and in other dimensions to help heal you and help awaken you to your own abundant flow, to who you are inside, and allow that to express more and more in the physical realm, to remember who you are at a deep, substantial level. Each of you has a particular essence that is unique and important. Each of you is a paradigm of the whole. In other words, each of you represents the macrocosm of the all that is. And each of you is a microcosm, a small portion that completely represents the full portion. We love this about you. We think that each of you is wonderful. Each of you is magnificent in your own light, in your own right, and in the ways that you approach your lives. We do not want you to think that you are inadequate in any way, but rather we want you to see how adequate you are, truly adequate, from a deep soul level on up to the fundamental aspect of your human nature. Each of you, though imperfect, yes, is perfect. For it is only in the imperfections that one can raise vibration. It is only through challenge, through adversity, through struggle, that one can become more of the light there is. And so we want you all to congratulate yourselves on the fact that you are not perfect, for in your imperfection is your gift, and your gift is the present, of which we remind you to always remain within, for the present is your key to happiness. Namaste. Okay, well, that was an interesting one. I had no idea where they were going with that. Oops, wow, we got a lot of people waiting. Okay, so I'm going to go to the first caller who's waiting for an other side connection. I know that Donna should be in here somewhere. There she is. Yeah, there she is. Donna, I'll get to you after I do 2 other side connections, love. Okay, I'm going to Becky, who's waiting for an other side connection. Oh, and Susie, if you're listening to me, love, I'd like you to please find another other side connection, at least one more. Okay. Oops. Did I hit the wrong thing? Oh, there you are. Good. Hi there, Becky.
Hi.
Hi, sweetheart. Okay, so I do feel that there is a mother figure for you. I'm going to go a little bit deeper. I'm not sure if that's who you want. I'm going to just let Spirit speak to me for a moment. Hold on, honey. Just need to tune into you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, there's a wonderful healing energy that presents for you, a loving mother energy or mother figure to you. There's silver hair with this person. In other words, she's showing me herself at a time that you perhaps could remember the visual. She wears her hair combed back off her face with waves. It looks like it's grayish white. She's got a high forehead. She's very high, wide forehead, nice wide eyes. She does not have bangs. She has a bit of a ripple of a wave to the hair. It's all looking very nice and coiffed very beautifully. She's a very intelligent person. She has a strong nose, strong brow bone, but everything is also soft. Let me see here. The chin line is a little narrower than the top, so we have what we call a little bit wider on the top, and we get narrower towards the chin, which is a heart-shaped kind of face, basically. You know, I'm not saying she's actually a heart, but it's just general guideline, high cheekbones, very kind and loving, looks like a light eyes, lighter family, nice brow, eyebrow, arch to the eyebrow. I'm trying to get some more information from this lovely woman who presents to me. She's slender, or at least, you know, normal weight, not real skinny looking, nor exceptionally overweight. And she has a feeling she's wearing lipstick, which shows she likes to dress up every now and then. You know, she does take care of her looks. Her hair's beautiful. She's wearing a little bit of lipstick. Lips are a little thin. She's moving her lips. I'm just going to sit back for a minute and see if she's trying to tell me something by moving her lips. There's a strong sense of there being a son down the family line under her as well. So if this is a grandma, it could be your father's mother, or if it's your mother's mother, it could be, she could have a brother, you have an uncle. I don't know. All I know is I feel a male down the family line besides you, Becky. Hold on one second. You want to say something, please? She likes to talk. She's a talker. That's what she means by her lips moving. She says, although you can't hear me yet. Well, now I hear her. She says, although you couldn't hear me before, I was just trying to tell you that I'm a talker. I'm calm. I'm a great thinker, big thinker, very smart. I'm kind of a smart woman. I knew where I was coming from, and I knew where I was going in life. And since, Laura, you were speaking about authenticity today, she says, I was a very authentic type of person. I lived from my heart, and I taught everyone in the family to do the same. Now, she does look more like she'd be a grandma, honey, unless you're a little older, and then your mother, could fall into an older category. Do you understand this, please, for anyone you would know, Becky?
It might be my maternal grandmother, yes.
Okay. And she's for some reason or other, she shows me herself with padded shoulders, like as if she's wearing clothing that was popular when we were wearing padded shoulders. And that repeated itself in the 70s, I think. After it was popular in the 40s. Okay, so 70s and 80s, and even people wore padding in the show. She's wearing a dress more like a house dress. It's got shorter sleeves to it. She's got a little fullness there. It's a fitted waist, and it's a little bit longer length, so it goes to the middle of the calves, if you will. I have no idea if this is significant in a timeline. That's why I'm giving you this information. It could mean that there's something happening around that time. Okay, and very, very practical shoes. She's showing me granny kind of shoes that lace up a little bit. I don't know if grandma was ever that practical. Okay, and she's gonna give me some other information now, love. Okay. Oh, now why is she showing me? Hold on. I'm over her. I see my own grandma, and I don't know if that's because I don't know if that's because I'm supposed to use something from my own grandma for your grandma or not. One moment, please.
Just to let me know it's my grandma, maybe.
Well, there's some things I didn't say yet, and my own grandma is superimposing over that, showing me things. Hold on. Okay. Okay, I believe this grandmother must have worn glasses, because that's the main thing I'm getting from this. Did this grandma wear glasses, honey?
Yes, I think she wore reading glasses.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was the main thing.
I had them on all the time.
Right. Now that's the main thing I'm getting, because at first I didn't see the glasses, and then my own grandma came in and showed me glasses. So that's interesting. Never had it happen that way before. Okay. Very kind soul. She's very sweet. It didn't bother anybody. A lot of personality characteristics are similar to my own grandma, so their spirit is using my own grandma to give me a mechanism to pick this up. Very calm. Mm-hmm. Very quiet most of the time. She seems to have some kind of heart issues, which is not my grandma, okay? Heart issues and cardiovascular issues, which is the main thing that was disruptive to her health towards the end of her life. Do you remember that, please? Yes or no?
No, she had cancer, actually, this grandma.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay, we just went off kilter then. Okay.
Could be the other grandma.
All right, well, let me go over what I said. She's looking good, takes nice care of her hair, not overweight, wears glasses, soft-spoken and sweet, not a problem for anyone, quiet most of the time, but has a heart problem. Does that fit the other grandma?
Yes.
Okay, because there's a male under her. Remember I told you there's a son there? Could be great. Yep. Okay. Yep. I wasn't sure whose it was just yet. Okay, so there she is. She stands there. She's also saying besides heart, she has abdominal problems. There's heart problems. I think she might have even had a pacemaker. She says pacemaker. There's problems with circulation with her legs. There's problems walking, getting around, a lot of pain in her thighs and her abdominal area. She gets older. I don't know if you're privy to that, so I'll just leave that with you.
Yeah.
You are?
That sounds right, yeah.
Okay, you are aware of that then. She says, I couldn't get around much very easily. She says, but I wasn't one to complain. She says, I just kind of went with it. She says, I know it's difficult, to be alive sometimes on Earth. She says, you, Becky, are similar to her in that you don't complain. She says, you're a good girl. You do everything by yourself and alone. It's like you have to carry the strength of the world on your shoulders. You're very uncompanioned these days, and she sees that about your life. She wants you to be happy. She's trying to send you that kind of love from the spirit world. She's because you're a rock of Gibraltar. You don't complain, but you seem to be carrying everything alone. You're always having to do everything yourself. You understand that, please? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and I see under you, it looks like you have a son. Yes?
No.
Okay. There's a male to you, feels younger. Maybe it's a nephew or grandchild or something. Is there a grandchild there or a nephew that's male, honey? Becky, please.
Yeah, I have nephews, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, there's something about you not being companioned properly or being supported properly, and that you're having to do a lot of things on your own. She says this will pass eventually, and you will have the support that you need from everyone around you, and there will be somebody else that will help you as well, and like a new person. So you won't be alone forever, nor very much longer, and that's all going to change for you. And she's up in the spirit world rooting for you to help you along with that. So she says, now your prayers for everybody in spirit have been rewarded because we hear you when you pray for us. And so guess what? We're praying for you. Okay, and so she's saying this not only for you, because I never knew this, Laura. I never heard that before. But she's saying it for everybody because I didn't know this. I'm not praying for my own parents, but now I'm going to start because, well, I always talk to them, but I never pray. I never prayed for them, So she's saying that when you pray for us, we connect and pray for you. Not that we don't care about you or don't love you, but it's just this is like a circle of energy that goes around. So you're thinking about them with loving thoughts and all of that and hoping they're okay, those kind of things. That is rewarded the same way. They return and reciprocate for you. And you don't have any children then? Do you have a daughter or something?
No, but I have a younger sister who's like a daughter.
Okay. Because there's something about that. There's something about your prayers will be rewarded for companionship, mostly. So are you single now? Is that what it is?
I have a boyfriend.
You have a boyfriend, okay. Does he have any children? Yeah. Does he have any children?
No.
No children either. Are you at an age where you want to have children? I can't tell.
No,
Oh, you're beyond that, okay. Let me just see something here. But still you feel like you have to do things alone. You don't have a full commitment there. So what I get is that there's going to be a wonderful commitment and there is going to be a new child in the family. If it's not yours, then it will be, did you say you have a daughter or do you have nieces? I can't remember.
Yeah, I have nieces. I have a little sister.
A little sister.
People in my family.
Okay, it looks like there's going to be a new arrival in the family. So whoever's of childbearing age, looks like there's going to be a new arrival, and this is going to be fun for you too. Okay, and so just look for that. It looks like a little boy to be born into the family.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, sweetie. Thank you so much for calling in today.
Okay, thank you, Laura.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, I just want to see here what we've got waiting here. And I'm going to go to Penny, who's waiting for an other side connection. Hi, Penny. How are you doing?
Hi, this is actually Cindy. I think she misheard my name.
Hi, Cindy. Sorry about that. I'm doing fine. Right. I'm doing fine, love. Okay, so let's see here what we can get for Cindy. Hold on, 352. Okay, there's more of a male to you. Let's see who else we can get. If there's anybody else waiting. Okay. What I'm getting is more of a father figure for you, honey. Is that where you want me to go before I develop that? Do you want me to go in that direction?
Yeah,
okay. Sure. Okay. More of a father figure. Hold on. Hi, dear. He says, hello, dear. Hi. Thanks for calling me in. He's got more of a, I don't know how to explain this face I see. It's slender. Okay. Mid-height to perhaps a little taller, but not real tall, at least the way I see him. And I don't see him next to anything. He just gives me a sense of that. He's got a high forehead. He's got lines that go across the forehead horizontally. His hair and his face got some kind of like a, I don't know, square cut on the top or something. Something about the hair and the hairline. All gives me more width at the top of the crown of the head. And then we have a longish face with an oval kind of chin, if you will, and a strong nose. And he's got brown hair, his original color. It looks like he was pretty well built when he was younger, but as he gets older, it's a little softer in the shoulder line. Okay. And he's dressed more casually, which is representative of the fact he lived more in the suburbs to country than he did in the city. Now, I'll give you one or two more. Well, okay. Do you understand this yet? For anyone you would know, please.
Not really. Not.
Okay.
Some of it might fit.
Okay. Let me continue. Okay. He's a smoker. He doesn't like to give that up. He's also has a background or he was in the military when he was younger, but who wasn't, if it's a father figure, grandpa, or something like that, or even an uncle or father-in-law or something. He's got like a little bit of pock marks to the face, so there's a little bit of ruggedness in the skin line there. But I see he likes to smoke. I don't know if he ever quit or anything. It's just general thing there. He's got nice, strong hands. He's a hard worker most of his life, and doesn't have a lot of free time, working hard all the time. There's a little bit of a cough there, and there's a little bit of something going on in the chest, like an influenza, or he used the word influenza, or mucus, and that kind of thing, showing me there's a problem in the lungs and the chest area for this person. Still does not ring a bell?
Could be my grandfather.
Okay. Do you know if your grandpa died of something to do with the lungs, honey?
Yes.
Okay. And okay, he does say that he's tall, not short, not mid-size. So he's given me a word a little bit taller than I thought. But that's probably what the disconnect is. He's slender build. He's got a muscular build for most of his life. As he gets older, he gets a little bit more, soft around the edges, if you will. He seems to have his hair's a brown color, but there seems to be a little bit of like undertones of reddishness to it. I'll say that. Does that fit Grandpa you're thinking of, please? The original color. Brown?
I don't remember. He was like medium brown, but.
All right. Well, that's close enough. There's a little bit of reddish. Yeah. All right. Well, that's fine. And by the way, I didn't say this, but there's like a little bit of a wave, or there's, he doesn't have completely straight bone, straight hair. He does show me it receding in hairline, and I don't see the color as he gets older. Probably got white. I just don't see it. He chooses to show me himself with that hair color. Yeah. Okay.
He had a receding hairline.
Okay, it shows me the receding, but it doesn't show me the change in the hair color. And he likes the country. He's more of a country kind of person. He's a hard worker. I think he was in the Navy. Do you know that about Grandpa, please?
I don't know for sure. I think he was in one of the branches of the military, and so was his son, which is still alive.
Yeah, and if he wasn't in Navy, it was something to do with water. So, maybe there's an aquatic division of Army or the Marines or something, but there's something to do with boats and all of that. That goes with him. Very kind person, outgoing person, hard worker. He's coughing again. He says that was rough, whatever was going on with his lungs. He says he thought, I don't know why he keeps saying influenza, but I guess you could die of the flu as you get older, or he means pneumonia or something, but there's something with the lungs that's bothering him I think that's the transition is due to the lungs, is basically it. You already confirmed that. All right, let me just give you a personal.
It was emphysema from smoking.
Oh, that's what it is, not influenza, emphysema, and I'm hearing it incorrectly. Interesting. Thank you. Thank you. My grandpa had emphysema also. Today's a day for my own grandparents kind of being in the background. Isn't that funny? Yep. As a matter of fact, I was just doing a other side connection, and my grandmother came in, and her husband, my grandfather, died of emphysema. But he doesn't look at all like your grandpa, by the way, so that's a little different. But big smoker, your grandpa, and I think he liked camels. cigarettes. I don't know if you know that or not. Okay. So he comes in to say hello to you, loves you very much, gives you a big kiss, tousles your hair up as if you're a little kid again. He says, I left you when you were fairly young. He says, I know you don't remember much about me. He gives me the age of about 8 years old. Is that when he passed? When you were about 8?
No.
Okay. Well, I see 8 years old. Okay. I don't know what that means or what that's about. Maybe he moved far away from you then, or you moved away from him or something. Maybe it's significant in some way. He says, I wasn't around you, though, for most of your life. You had to really grow up on your own. He says, I wish I was in your home more and around you more because I just loved you. So much. He says, I am a family man. That's what it's all about, my dear Cindy. Family is everything. And then he refers to someone in your family as if you have offspring as well. And he sends me the idea that you have a son. Do you have a son, please?
Yes.
Okay. And he also says oldest of the 3. Do you have 3 children, please?
No, I just have one.
You have one, so I don't know what so I guess there's 3 if you include your husband or the father of the child, but I don't know what he means by oldest of the 3. Maybe there's 3 grandchildren. Is he the oldest of any grandchildren?
He would actually be the 3rd born of the grandchildren in the family.
So then he is the oldest of the 3.
He's the 3rd oldest.
3rd oldest. Okay, good. Thank you. So that's what he meant by that, oldest of the 3. Okay. I know that in our language, oldest of the 3 would mean the oldest of 3, but he means 3rd down. Okay, fine. Thank you, Grandpa. Okay, so he says, I'm clearing out my lungs now. He's making a joke to speak better through you, Laura. He's trying to tell me, your lovely grandpa, that it's not his problem if I got it wrong. It's my problem. Okay, Grandpa, I get it. Cindy, he says, take good care of yourself. Take good care of your son and yourself and everybody else in the family. He says, you're doing a good job. A lot of hard work for you, though. A lot of hard work ahead of you, too, and I know you need a break now. He says, I wish I could help you out, but the best I can say to you is it won't always be this difficult to get through life, that you will be getting a break in employment soon, that things will get a little easier for you. You won't be as taxed, you won't be as overworked, and you'll be able to take a breather and vacation more and have more of the good life, which is what you're looking for. Does that make sense to you, Cindy?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, he says that's coming for you in the near future. He says everything the way you want it, to be able to rest more, put your feet up, now he's got me, he's showing me you to put your feet up and have a smoke yourself. Do you smoke?
No.
Okay, so that's good. That's good. But he's showing me what he means by rest is to put your feet up and have a smoke. So he says he loves you very much.
Yeah, that's what he would do.
Yeah, exactly. He says, no, I'm glad you're not smoking, he says. And he says, you're a great gal. And he says, I wish I could have known you more on Earth, but this is my chance to say hello. Hello, Cindy. Hello, Cindy. Hello, Cindy. And there's something else, a birthday. Now, is it your birthday, honey?
No.
Is there somebody's birthday coming up?
Yes, my grandmother, his wife.
Oh.
Her birthday's coming up on Christmas Eve.
Oh, okay. All right, because he's referring to a birthday. So there you go. Let's celebrate the birthday together.
Oh, and my brother is in a couple days.
Okay. So I was just about to go into a happy birthday, and I wasn't sure because actually today, by the way, everybody, today is Susie B's birthday. Okay, happy birthday, Susie B. So I wasn't sure if I was over, all of a sudden I heard happy birthday. So he's wishing your brother a happy birthday, and probably thinking, I think it's mostly your brother because your grandma's in spirit now. Okay, Cindy, love you very much. Thank you so much for calling in, honey.
Thank you.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Okay, now I'm going to go to beautiful Donna, who's got a beautiful question. Or questions. Hello, Donna. Thank you for your donation, sweetheart. The animals thank you, too. Go ahead, honey, and ask me your question.
Okay, first, happy birthday, Susie. I didn't know it was your birthday when I talked to you just before.
Ah, yeah. Okay, sweetie, go.
Okay. So, based on Monday, I've been looking, not too much, out here, looking for a new place to buy. And the only thing that I would really consider is this property at 1945 Alamanda.
Okay, hold on.
Riviera Beach.
All right, let me just put down the address. 1950, you said, Alamanda?
No, 1945.
1945, Alamanda. And it's in
Right.
it's in what beach? Jensen? Riviera Beach. Okay, hold on. Let me just pick up what I get, and then you can refine that. You'll ask me some more questions. 1945, Alamanda, Riviera Beach, Florida. Is this good or bad in general? And then we'll go to details. 1 second. This is for Donna. Yes, it's a good piece of property, just like you're thinking. And I also hear the words, you are no fool. You know what you're doing. All your fears, however, are not merited. It is properly represented. There's no latent defects that are hidden. Everything is above board. It's being represented properly. They will be willing to come down the price somewhat, but perhaps not to the level you want because it is already fairly priced. It looks like there's 1 or 2 other people that are interested in it. I don't know if there's any contracts or anything, but it could go fairly quickly. So you have to do your homework, as we talked about earlier today, to ensure that this is a risk you want to take, because all purchases are a risk, but because it needs to be moved on, I think, fairly quickly. Now, go ahead and refine that, honey. There were some things you wanted to find out about specifically.
Well, I like to pay in the mid-90s, maybe 94 or 95. It needs some work. There's messed up walls. If I just give all, would they go for that, or do I have to come up? And will the investment increase in value? Because I've been seeing on the news maybe properties at a high now. It's going to level off, and I don't like to buy at the high. It's just like stocks. You don't like to buy high. So should I really invest? Will it go anywhere? Will it go any higher? I don't know how it will, but it might.
Well, I don't think that. Well, okay. Hopefully, I can give you an answer for that. But you really need to talk to people who are professionals in that area for that. But let me just make my own opinion. Let me just see what spirit comes in for.
They don't know either. They don't know either. I mean,
Well, I think we're not going to have another market downturn, honey, like we had back then. That's very unlikely. But there are always ebbs and flows of things. But what just in terms of my own knowledge, because I like to study the financial market, right now housing is starting to increase again. Sales are moving up again, but we may have a little depression. Wow. Okay, so in general, but let me just go to see what spirit says. Hold on. Will this increase or decrease in value?
Yeah, and should I wait? Yeah, and should I wait? I just want to know if this is my property, because I just want to know, would I be happy there, or will I have more problems?
Okay, now just calm down, because I was about to go to get the answer and you interrupted me, so I have to go again. Hold on, sweetheart. Just relax. Will this go up in value? Yes or no? It should go up in value over time. It won't go down much. It's a very good location. It's very close to everything. I don't know if they're going to take 94 to 95. You probably have to negotiate a little bit. As I mentioned earlier, it looks to me, from what I'm getting from Spirit, is that it's fairly priced for what it is already. Now, what was it? You had something else in there, and I didn't focus on it. What was the last thing you said? And don't interrupt me after you ask. Just ask a question and give me a chance to answer it. Go ahead.
Will I be happy there?
Well, Jesus. Hold on. These are not easy questions. These are not questions for a psychic. Will you be happy there? All right, let me just see something here. Will you be happy? That's up to you, okay? Will you be happy? Some people could be happy anywhere they are. Hold on. I think you mean, will there be any unforeseen difficulties you'd not anticipate? Is a better way for me to put it, so I can get the right answer for you. Something that would cause a problem and conflict and drag you down. Let me go to that. Hold on. You have a lot of problems usually with things. So every time you make a commitment to something, you're going to find something may upset you. That's why I'm having trouble with that question, because they're telling me that if you make a commitment to it, you may find some adversities there. I do see some neighbors that you may not like. Somebody may be looking in on you more than you care, like nosiness, that kind of a thing. And that's going to make you feel a little uncomfortable. So if you have a happy-go-lucky attitude, you can work around it. If not, it could drive you crazy. But what I'm getting is mostly people around you are kind of nosy. It's not that private. Do you feel like the house is on top of other houses, honey?
Absolutely. They're packed together. Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, then that would be the caveat for you. And so that ultimately you have to decide if that's going to bother you or if you can work around it. Spirit suggests, because it is a deal, it's a good deal, this property. Spirit suggests that if you make friends with them, it won't bother you as much. But it depends on you. I'm going to try to answer that, but it's really up to you to decide. But I'm going to look at you, and I'm going to see if having nosy neighbors, even if you're friendly, is going to really bother you. 1 second. Will this bother Donna? Yes or no? Looking in on her, breathing down her neck. Yes or no? No, it won't. It won't. It won't bother you that much. So if you have to take an answer from Spirit, it's no. It won't. You'll be able to live with it. It's a good property, clean of liens, open for the new owner, looking to create memories with you. And on the other side of it, even though there's a very tightly knit neighborhood and everybody's really close together physically, there's also closeness in the neighborhood. So people are, neighborly. So those are the messages I can give you about this. Ultimately, you have to decide if that kind of a neighborhood where they are tied together, if it's really going to bother you. I think you might like it, but I don't want to say that for you, honey.
Okay. Yeah, I don't mind that. I've been in the military for a long time, so I'm used to people breathing down my neck and on top of me. But are they nice people? Like, if they're nice, and there's good and bad in being close, as you said. And if it's going to be a positive closeness, then yeah, that's no problem then.
Well, I see it as positive if you make it so. Like I see one old man, he's real cute. He could be a little pain in the neck. Sometimes some of these people have sardonic wit or nosy personalities. But if you laugh it off, it'll be just fine. I don't see anything that's a real killer problem. Let's put it to you that way. Okay?
Okay.
All right,
All
sweetie.
right. Well, the reason I did this is because, you kind of recommended on Monday that I should be moving north and east. And, because you thought where I was toxic. So at least it wouldn't be a toxic area.
No, I don't get toxicity. Yeah, I don't get toxicity there. I get good. I just want to say for you and everybody listening, I can make, this is not a perfect process, being a psychic and a medium. You can tell my level of accuracy very well by listening to the mediumship, which is pretty accurate. But when it comes to reading people's lives, it can become a little less accurate. The reason is we all are unknown quantities. Each and every one of us is this little, we're like a what do you call that? A kaleidoscope. We're complex. One thing changes and a myriad of other things happen. So I can give you general. I don't want you to be too dependent on the recommendations because ultimately you are the captain of your ship. But this is the prognosis, right? This is your prognosis for today, and I'm doing the very best I can with what I'm getting. Okay, Donna?
Okay.
Thank
Great,
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to go to, we have a couple of minutes left. I'm going to go to Nathaniel and see if I can pull in anybody else from the other side, although I've pulled in practically every relative you have. Why don't you do it this way for me? Ask me who you want, okay? Because I feel a father for you, but I'm not sure who you want. Maybe it'll help a little bit.
My father. My father is good.
All right. I do feel a stronger male energy around you versus a female today. And this is for Nathaniel 951. Okay. Oh, something about breathing problems, and also the word discipline comes in, as if he's trying to give you a word of advice, whoever this is, about discipline. This man presents with longer hair and a beard. I don't know if your father ever had that. I doubt it, and I don't know why he shows up, but this man is a little bit longer, wild, kind of messed up hair, wearing glasses. He's also wearing a visor. I know this is very strange, and he has a beard. And also there's problems with breathing, and there's also the word discipline, my dear, discipline. Now, does that make any sense to you, honey?
Yeah.
It does? Okay, good. He also shows me, he morphs his vision a little bit so that I see him a little differently dressed. He now shifts his way, the way he looks, to a Sherlock Holmes kind of look, as if he's wearing that long cape that Sherlock Holmes wore. Not that it's literal. This is figurative or symbolic of the fact this man has this inquiring mind. He's very intelligent. He also is very contemplative. And he also says that he doesn't speak a lot to you unless he has something to say. He also gives me the impression that there's a severity to his language, that if he does speak, it makes you a little nervous because you know whatever he's going to say is going to have a big impact on you. Does this make sense to you, please?
Okay.
Does it make sense to you, please? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. He says he's sorry for the way he handled things when you were growing up. He says he wished that he wouldn't have been so severe in his language. He sort of was very judgmental. Does that make sense to you, please, for who you're thinking of?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And he always was out of line. He says, I wish I could slap myself around a little bit for all the, what's the word for it?
Abuse.
Yeah, well, he was going to use a different word. I was trying to find it, but it's similar. But the inappropriateness of his behavior. He says, I realize now after going through my life review what I did wrong with you. He says, I apologize for the severity of my judging mind. I guess that's what he meant by the Sherlock Holmes, making judgment. He says, I was always looking into things that I had no business observing. You in particular getting into your business and telling you were wrong at every opportunity I had. And he says, I was wrong in doing that. And I apologize to you, Nathaniel, with all of my loving heart now, if you would accept my apology. Please try to. I know I did a lot of damage, he says, but I take it back as best I can now. And hopefully with these words of love and contrition, it will make some impression on you. Does it not, please, dear Nathaniel?
Yes.
Okay. He says he loves you very, very much. He says, despite everything I did to you, he says, you have grown magnificently into a wonderful person. He says, and I encourage you to follow your heart and to continue to do what you love to do on this planet Earth. He says, you will go far if you follow your heart. These are the things I would like to have done when I was on Earth, was to encourage you, which I didn't. I always told you wouldn't amount to anything, but now I tell you that you will amount to big things. I love you, Nathaniel, with all of my heart.
Hey, well, thank you for that.
Thank you, honey. God bless, and thank you for calling in, love. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. All right, now I'm going to find the longest waiting for a life question. It looks like it would be this person here, but let me just double check before I start getting everybody all excited. Nicole.
Love it.
Nicole?
Yeah.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, so what can we do for you? You want a life question. Now, I want you to just give me the question, not any background. Can you do that, please?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay, so basically I was just looking for some guidance as to career-wise.
Okay, let's see what we got in store for Nicole with her career. 1 second, please. Thank you for calling in, by the way. Spirit says you needed to have this talk today with us. You've been waiting a long time for some good, firm guidance and to tell you not to give up on what you want. You're a wonderful soul. You've worked really hard your whole life, but you're not on your right path. You won't be on your right path for quite a long time, and this makes you very uncomfortable. Right now, you're working more for money than anything else, and that is okay. We understand the vicissitudes of life, and it is difficult and it is a struggle at times to get through life just to pay your bills. However, you will never be happy in the area of work and home and family until you find your purpose, which is what you're truly looking for. Right now, work will be okay, all right? It will be all right. You're not in any danger. of being let go. And I don't know why they're saying this, and these words are just coming to me from Spirit, and we'll refine it in a moment. You're not in any danger of losing anything, but you will be able to make your life more meaningful when you take it upon yourself to reach out more for what you really want to do, which is helping others and healing others, and that is your life purpose. You will be able to start that in a few years. We suggest making a 5-year plan and then working backwards from there. But right now, money will be all right. Now, I don't feel like you're out of work right now. Is that correct, Nicole, please?
I'm actually a stay-at-home mom.
Okay, so you're not out of work, I guess.
I'm working. Not for money.
Not for money, but you're a stay-at-home mom, so you're not doing really. That's nice, but it's not really what you're supposed to do. Okay. So,
No, yeah.
Okay, but you can't change it right now. So it's, they call it survival issues, making money, but what they mean is you just need to be in this position here for survival, taking care of the family life. But a 3 to 5 year plan, it looks like you can do what you want to do. You just need to start slowly getting yourself involved, okay, in what you really want to do. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you're really calling to get a confirmation on what should you do, right? Where should you go? Is that what you're asking?
Right.
Okay. So there's, okay. So they're saying that it would be something in the spirit art, something like this, something where you're helping. You're in a healing profession where there's some flexibility to schedule. You're not 100% working full time. Now is a time for working for the family and all that, but eventually you'll be able to carve out a profession for yourself that you're really, really going to like. It feels like it would be something in a coaching or a healing capacity. So if you're interested in that, you might want to start preparing for it. Okay?
Okay.
All right. And then is there anything you want to ask about that, or does that give you enough information?
I guess what's the best way to look for, I don't know, like mentoring or help with those type of things? I mean, that's kind of something where I don't really know where to go to for that.
Okay. Yeah.
It's all kind of new to me this past year.
Oh, so you have had an opening then. You're starting to see that stuff. Okay. Well, that's one of the things I do is I do mentoring. I help people get on their path. There's a book that you might want to pick up on Amazon called, it's by me, Spirit Medium Laura. So if you went there and just put that in, Spirit Medium Laura, the book would come up. It's called Manifesting Magic, The Soul Abundance Law of Attraction Secrets. But all you need to do is remember Amazon and then put in my name, Spirit Medium Laura. The book would show, and it shows you how to get on your path. It shows you how to get on your path. And that is your first yellow brick on the yellow brick road to Oz, to finding out who you are. That's your first step. From there, I have courses I've written. I work one-on-one with people. I can do healing if there are block issues. I can do mentoring and building a business. I can see where the best area is for you. Like, for example, one of the things I get for you right off the bat is that you're a talker. You're very good with communicating, and you're a healer. So you combine those two. That means you could become a counselor, or you could become, there's so many ways you can express that, really. A coach, there's so many different ways to go with that. You could represent a product line even that has to do with healing. Like, for example, I just became an aromatherapy rep with Young Living, and there are a lot of young mothers that use that product line along with whatever other modality they're doing. Maybe a nutrition coach or health coach, or they're a massage therapist, or they're like I do healing. They may be an energy healer. So you know what I'm saying. So those are some of the ways to approach this. But the first thing I would tell you to do is go to Amazon and get that book and read it. And it's got 4 steps in it. You follow it and it starts to get you going. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, honey. God bless.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Okay, that was, geez, was she a plant in the audience? You really let me tell you everything I need to tell you. Okay, I'm trying to find who's been waiting the longest, and we've got Aaron, and he's been waiting the longest. Where'd he go? I think that's Aaron. Hi, Aaron. How you doing? Aaron? Aaron! Aaron. Okay, Aaron's not picking up, so we'll let him back into the queue. There's plenty of people waiting here that would love to have a chance to talk to Spirit through me. But before I do that, and I will take another caller, I just want to sing happy birthday to Susie because I forgot to earlier and I told her that I would.
90 seconds.
Happy birthday to you. And I'm going to leave it at that because I got to take another call before we're off the line. Okay, I'm going to go to Clinton. Clinton, give me your question quickly, please, and no background, just the question.
What's in store for me for the future?
Okay, I need a question, not a general. I only have a minute left. You want me to give you a whole future reading, so I need a question.
Okay.
60 seconds.
My career path.
Okay, let's go to that. What is he going to have a good career path? Yes or no? And that'll open it up. Hold on, this is for Clinton 850. Yeah, you're going to do well. There seems to be a lot of uncertainty about your future, where you're going, what the choices you're making today, and if they're going to pan out well. It feels like there's a lot of investment you're making right now in yourself and in your future, and there seems to be money involved, like money. Either you're literally investing it into building a business, you're investing into something. But it is going to work out for you, and that's the basic answer, is that everything you're doing today is going to have a positive effect for tomorrow. Don't be frightened. Don't give up. But it is recommended that you
10 seconds.
Sorry for that stop, but I hear a noise in the background. They're telling me 10 seconds left. You do need to start with small steps to see it build before you add in, in other words, test it a little bit, put some effort in, and then follow it through, and then you will have the rewards. But they said don't jump in head first, 100% first. Don't jump off the Empire State Building without a parachute. Your parachute is a little bit at a time, building slowly, and you will have what you want, Clinton. Okay?
Put my toe in the water first.
That's it, honey. But it does feel like you'll be able to have what you want, love. But it's got to be built slowly over time with a very tentative attitude, like wait and see. Let's see, does that work? Okay, let me build onto that. And then after you build onto that, then you continue to build. But it's going to be, it looks like entrepreneurial. It looks very lucrative in the long run. You're on the right path, so that's your confirmation. Okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, love. God bless. Bye-bye.
You too.
Yeah, I'm glad that I was okay with that because we only had like a moment or two left. So what I want to do is I do want to sing, even though the radio show is sort of over. I think if you're on the phone, you can hear me. I am going to sing happy birthday to Susie B. Okay? So, me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Susie. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, my dear Laura.
Did you see me stick my tongue out the end?
One more year older.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, everybody that's listening or in the future or whatever, happy birthday to everybody. And let's celebrate each day like it is our birthday, because it really is. It's the birth of the rest of our life. God bless. Bye. Saying goodbye. Bye, everybody. Bye, Susie.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.